Hi, beautiful souls. I hope you are all having a magical day wherever you are in the world. Today, I'm coming on to the podcast platform to have a chat with you about a few concepts that have been coming up in my life. Well, not so much my life, but in other people's life who have been sharing these with me. And what I've been hearing a lot lately is I know what to do, like when it comes to my health or my diet or my weight loss journey, whatever it is, like I know what to do and my anxiety, but I'm just not doing it. Like I'm just not actioning it. And then there's some people that are not specifically in my life, but what I've seen on social media is they're talking the talk, but they certainly aren't walking the walk when you see them outside of their profile page. And so it got me thinking about this concept that is thrown around a lot actually in the wellness industry, and it is embodiment. It is a beautiful word and it sounds really bougie. And so a lot of people use it in their marketing, like, oh, I'm an embodiment queen, or I teach you how to embody this or that. And I feel like it has just become a word to market what you do, or the wellness industry, or like that spiritual sort of industry, but it isn't taken seriously. And that kind of really annoys me because in Ayurveda, we take this very, very seriously. And I feel like the way that it is overused and promised and taught is ruining it for the women that truly resonate with this word and this way of being. And so I want to ask you guys, like, have you ever felt like you know what to do for your health, your hormones, your healing, but there is still something missing? Like many of the women that I have been speaking to, the ones that are saying, like, I know what to do, but I'm not doing it. Or are you someone who's read all of the books, like all of the self-development books? You listen to podcasts daily. And maybe you've even studied wellness or spirituality on a deep level, but the magic isn't in the knowing, it isn't in the information. And that's where we get it wrong. It's really about the embodiment, especially with things like ChatGPT, AI, Google. They are full of information, but they're not full of wisdom, because the wisdom comes through when you embody the knowledge that you have. So today I want to speak directly to the part of you that knows, because you are the medicine. This episode is about reclaiming your power as a woman. It's about awakening your inner Shakti, the divine feminine life force that lives in your every cell of your body. And it's about why embodiment is the missing piece in so many wellness journeys today. So let's dissect the problem with modern healing culture. Let's be real here. Modern wellness is often just another form of hustle culture, but it's all wrapped up in beautiful, glittery rainbows and unicorns and spirituality. And, we jump from course to course. We consume content obsessively and we intellectualize everything. But true transformation doesn't happen in your mind alone. You can't just think your way into healing or think your way into becoming your higher self. You have to feel it. You have to live it, and you have to breathe it. And that's what embodiment is. Embodiment is the difference between, for instance, like when I teach Ayurveda to my Ayurvedic students, I say, like, the embodiment of Ayurveda is the difference between knowing about Ayurveda and becoming Ayurveda. It's the shift from theory to alchemy, from external knowledge to internal wisdom. And so I used the concept before of Shakti. So what is embodiment of Shakti? Exactly. And how does this relate to everything I'm speaking about? Well, to me, it is everything. Like, it is the embodiment of the feminine energy. Okay. So in the Vedic tradition, Shakti is the creative force of the universe. She is raw. She is powerful. She's intuitive. She is cyclical, and she is you. Shakti is not a concept to study. She's an energy to remember and reclaim. She lives in your hips, your womb, your breath, your intuition. But for many women, Shakti gets silenced. And she can get silenced by trauma, by conditioning, by the belief that we must be small to be accepted. But the embodiment of Shakti is the process of coming home to your body as a sacred temple. Again, not just as a vehicle for productivity or performance, but this sacred vehicle that governs our soul, our Shakti energy, our feminine beauty. And so when I talk about the concept of embodiment to my Ayurveda alchemist student, it's not just about like those who are taking the certification pathway, those who want to make a business through Ayurveda or those who want to become certified. It's not just about getting the certificate. It's not just about going out and teaching people Ayurveda and supporting women in their health and life. First, you have to embody it to be taken seriously. Like we have all been there where we have seen a coach or a practitioner or someone who's like quote unquote a professional in their field, but we leave thinking, God, like, are you serious? I feel no connection with you because I don't feel that you actually embody the work you do. And therefore it feels like you're being tricked, like you're being frauded, right? The other thing that I have come to realize over this last year is that not every woman wants to take these beautiful sacred Shakti energy and medicine and become a practitioner or get another qualification. Some of us just want to feel whole again. And this is why I created the embodiment pathway of the Ayurveda alchemist. Is for women who want to regulate their nervous system with Ayurvedic rituals, not just read about them. They want to nourish their body in alignment with their dosha and hormones without needing to treat others. Or they want to reconnect to their womb space, their sensuality, and their cyclical nature without needing to turn your healing into a business or to be worthy. Your embodiment is enough. And that is why I created the embodiment pathway in the Ayurveda Alchemist alongside the certification pathway. And so why does embodiment matter so much in women's health? Well, most women come to Ayurveda for answers about their periods, perimenopause, fertility, fatigue, anxiety, gut health. And Ayurveda has answers, but those answers mean nothing without embodiment. When you embody Ayurvedic wisdom, you don't need to reach for a pill for every symptom that you have. You become attuned to your body's language. You move with the seasons. You sync with your cycle. You know what your body is asking for and you trust her. This is the essence of feminine medicine. And this also brings me to the Shakti of slowness. In a world that glorifies speed, slowness is actually radical. Shakti doesn't rush. She moves in spirals. She listens deeply. She creates through presence. And embodiment teaches you to slow down so you can hear your inner wisdom again. Slowness is not laziness. So let's not mistake slowness for laziness. It's a sacred portal to your intuition. Ayurveda was never meant to be studied in textbooks alone. It was meant to be lived. That's why the daily rituals matter. And that's why you feel different after applying Abhyanga, like a daily self-massage with beautiful oil and herbs. And that's why herbs taste bitter, but heal deeply. Because the taste of the herb is medicinal in its own right. And you're embodying the power of that herb. And that's why we breathe deeply before eating as well. Because we're embodying, we're coming into our senses and we're massaging and nurturing our inner digestive system before we sit to eat. That's why, as women who embody the art and the science of Ayurveda, we sleep with the moon and rise with the sun. Ayurveda isn't something you do, it's something you become. And when you truly embody Ayurveda, you don't need another diet. You don't need another guru, and you don't need another reason to love yourself, because you've already come home to your own body, your own truth, your own knowing. So if you are a woman who is listening to this and you've felt that pull, the knowing that something deeper is calling you, then this is your invitation to stop consuming and start embodying, to stop fixing yourself and start honoring yourself, to stop living from your head and start living from your heart, your womb, your breath, your body. This is the path of embodied Shakti, and this is the path of the embodiment pathway. So if you're ready to embody Ayurveda and awaken your Shakti, not as a practitioner or a coach, but as a sovereign woman, then I invite you to book a call or join the embodiment pathway inside the Ayurveda Alchemist Academy. This is also a beautiful gateway if you're considering stepping into the full certification program down the track, but are not sure about it. And for those who want to go deeper, my upcoming book, Ayurveda and the Alchemy of Her, is your next step. It is filled with actionable rituals, mindset shifts, and practices rooted in my signature Higher Self method. So please message me on Instagram at Harmony Inspired Ayurveda, or click the link in the show notes to book a free clarity call or pre-order the book. Let's rise together in the power of your embodied feminine essence.